Where's Siri bot? Oh, mic check. Stuff works. Test. 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 All right. Looks like that's not working. Siri bot didn't load for some reason. Yeah, whatever. I get tired of dealing with that thing, man. All right. I have to tie these off. Figure out what I'm doing here. Is that my first one? Yeah. All right, so this is the first one I did. It turned out pretty good. Our first attempt at a dishcloth, so now I'm going to tie this on. Whoops. Where's the brown go? I'm going to go this way. I don't know what I'm doing, by the way. I am trying to randomly string this cord or this yarn to this brown area. I don't know why you do this process. It's to tie in your ends. I don't know why you just don't knot your ends. Oh, that's why you don't knot your ends. Now I'm going to cut that. It just hits it. Now we're going to flip it over to the other side. The other side's mostly brown going to white, so I got a lot of white down here. Oh. So there's my first dishcloth completed. Wasn't bad for number one. Man, I could use a D. All right, I'm gonna drink this. ginger ale that his doctor told me to have too. He said had the calories and sugar. Maybe it'll perk me up a little bit. Oh, must have been Clanny disappeared. All right, so let's tie up the second one. White to blue. Maybe this way. Well, hello, Elliot Squirrel. How are you? I am just finishing off some dishcloths here. Tying in the ends. You're good. Had a meal out tonight with family, celebrate completing my first uni module. Cool. What is a uni module? Not familiar with that term. Unless you're talking university. Oh, nice. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. Or ma'am. He or she. I'm not sure. That's cool. What was it? What was it in? What subject matters are you taking? Social sciences. Right on. Good job. That's awesome. Yeah, I have too much. Next module is interdisciplinary science. Well, that's cool. Yeah, don't ask me about university. I've been there like 16 years. Dude, I have 3 degrees, one in each of the sciences. Or one of the I have a bachelor's of arts in English, bachelor of science in computer science and business administration, and a bachelor of commerce in accounting. Let's just say I love education. And let's just say I love university. Let's just say I go too much. I'm thinking about going back for a master's too, but yeah, let me tell you, I love school. So that's awesome. That's really great for you, man. That's cool. I think you can't go wrong. I think you cannot go wrong with an education, especially in today's world where they hire based on better skills you have. You need to be a good volunteer, and you need to have good interpersonal skills. You need good education. That's all they care about. A lot of white there. I should go across here. Well, that's awesome. How you liking university so far? Well, that's a good question. I have thought about going back and getting a master's in computer science. Because in English, I don't, at my age, I don't want to go teach. I don't want to teach. It gets too technical. Computer science is always good because I'd like to teach that if I do anything, like web design and things like that. But I'm also thinking of taking some home, teaching myself game development. Which I find interesting. I think it's more just because I like learning stuff. Like this dishcloths, for example. I just taught myself how to do dishcloths 3 weeks ago. So here I am doing a dishcloth. And I think it's cool. I mean, it's fun. And I've done 5 of them. Whether I do anything with them or not, I have no idea. Oh, you're in an ad break, are you? Oh, you may not be able to hear me. So white to brown. Why is it always white to brown, man? Geez, that's a long stretch. Yeah, you had an ad break? Okay. Like I was saying, I thought about going back for computer science um, because I'd like to teach at the university level, like web design and things like that. I don't want to do English because there's no point in teaching English at higher than high school unless you're going to, nobody's going to be literary degree. So to me, it's kind of, how many times can you read an essay, right? But I mean, there is need for it, but it's just not as prominent as like computer science when everything's going AI and everything's in a better field. And then, of course, accounting's accounting. There's no point of a master's in accounting. You just go get your CPA. Not teaching math to people. It's up to them. Plus, most businesses, companies, your accountant will do it for you anyway. They'll solve your taxes if you can't do it. And most countries can do your taxes now because they have all the information, so you no longer have to do it. So it's kind of one of those, computer sciences seems to be the only growing field. Of course, social sciences are always good too, right? Those will continue to grow because you always need them. But what you need is different. World is a changing. You asked me that 20 years ago, I said, sure, English would have been great. I'd taught high school. But now that you can't discipline anybody because you're interfering with their social growth because you're messing with their peers, well, to me, that's foolish. You're going to act up in class, and you deserve to be taught a lesson, but I don't know. Times have changed, man. Times are changing. Yeah, and computer science, I mean, that's a huge, huge area, right? We can talk hardware, you can talk IT, you can talk networking, you can talk internet, you can talk software. I mean, it's huge. AI. So it's a big industry. It's a big field. I mean, even the guy who installs your cable, like from whatever cable company you're coming, I mean, they're basically IT. They're working with computer products. The software that's used to program your microwave and fridge or stove, that's all computers science. I mean, that's a lot. It's a pretty big industry. All the apps on your phone, smartwatches, whatever. All computer science. Did I not go far enough down? No, there's white over there. Well, thank you for following, man. Appreciate that. Of course, if I could do it all over again, I would have probably gone sports, but, or I would have taken computer science first. What would have been my thing. I took English first because I wanted to teach, and then the politics of it was terrible. And that didn't happen. Ooh, dropped it. Maybe it. Yeah, we'll cut it there. There. Number 3. Not so square at the end. It's all right. That one I'll probably just use. 3 didn't work out so good because I bunched up this end. Oh, I know why too. That one I was trying something different. All right, let's see here. Well, it's good you had a good dinner with the fam. That's always fun. They got to be so proud of you, man. That's awesome. University is so not easy at times because it really depends on the teacher. You can have a bad teacher, man, that can ruin your whole experience. Or a bad fraternity or sorority or some, mean girls crap or whatever. I stayed away from all that junk just because it was like I'd rather, enjoy my time and spend time doing me. Oh, I should have gone the other way. Where's all the blue? How do I get to that blue? Huh. Think about that one. How do I get to that blue down there? Darn it. This is all blue. Long way to go to get the blue. Oh, you really don't notice that. That might be alright. Yeah, that's always tough too. You just gotta. You know what helped me through a lot of that was lists. Make lists, and it helped me too. Like I made the dean's list in computer science, and it was partly because I made sure that I did everything, all my assignments a week or two in advance. That way, if I needed help or didn't understand something, I could go get the help. Because especially in like when you're taking complex mathematics, like I hadn't done mathematics in like 20 years, so for me I had to go back and relearn it. And so it's really good to be able to use the resources on campus, and most universities have great resources for mental health and people with disabilities, like note takers and whatever, and it's really good to make friends with those people because it's like having a second family at school, which I thoroughly enjoyed. And to this day, I'm grateful that I had the help to get through my my issues. Because if I didn't, man, university could have been tough. And then it's one of those too. You pay it forward, right? You just help other people as you go, because everybody's got something, and everybody needs the help. I'm all for the community growth and experiences, and So yeah, make sure you use the resources on campus for sure. Okay, white to blue. So I could go white this way, and then the blue's right there. And nowadays, most counselors are very good. And I like it too because a lot of them, they get to know you, and then they actually remember your name, which makes me feel special or part of the community. Even though a lot of times I was an older student, it was more so the students that were freaking out that I'm older than their parents or something. But yeah, I felt sorry for this one girl. We were taking an exam, and she found out I was older than her mom. She had to whip out the fidget spinners and was freaking out for 20 minutes. I tried to calm her down. I was like, it's okay. No big deal. You did good, and we got our projects done. You're fine. Everybody's different. We're all part of the same family. We're gonna get there. I feel like I'm making a fishing net right now. All right, number 3 turned out pretty square. Little bit of a tension issue there. Or number 4. That's number 4. Woo. All right, now where were we? Number 5. This one, I tried all kinds of crazy things. This one's kind of screwed. I wonder why it doesn't announce the likes on YouTube. Subscribes. Oops. White's way down there. Hold on. I appreciate you hanging out. Stay as long as you like. And I'm kind of curious, how did you find my channel? Was it a tag or was it, you just happened to be in Makers and, oh, I'm in the wrong color. So I need to go down the white. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh, cool. Do you knit? You do knitting? Or crocheting or anything? Or any crafts? What are you knitting right now? If you mind me asking. Temperature blanket. Oh, yeah, I thought about doing a blanket. The next thing I really want to do, though, is I want to try a toque. I want to get myself ready to do, do dishcloths and then go to just a basic toque pattern. Kind of like this one. This is what I want to make next. I want to remake this toque that my wife had made me. Yeah, just simple ribbed, followed by knit and purl, and then blend some colors. So that's what I would like to work my way toward. And that kind of scares me, but we'll get there. Oh yeah, in Canada we call them toques. I guess you guys call them beanies, or in the States you'd call them a beanie, or I don't know, you'd call them, but they're just hats, winter hats, designed to keep your head warm. Or I'll do a scarf. I like scarves too. Yes, or a hat. I guess you guys would call them a hat. And remember, the terminology is so different from countries. Now I gotta get down to pink. So feed this through. Of course, I pulled it out. Where did I put my ball of yarn? Must have been in the bag from the hospital. What was the hardest thing you knitted? Or what did you find the hardest to knit, I guess I should say. Or I probably said that funny. The blanket would seem like it would take forever. Okay. Yeah, I just talked to a guy. Oh God. When did I talk to him? A couple days ago. And he did a blanket for the bed. He used 44 skeins of sock weight yarn. It took him a year, and it was like 5,280 yards. So like 15,000 feet of yarn to do this blanket. And I was like, you're crazy, man. That's insane. 7 stitches a day to get done, 7 even rows. All right, so there's my 5th one. And this one will probably be the one that I use. Because this one I tried something different. I tried to teach myself knit and purls. And I tried to teach myself how to do them in squares. And of course, I screwed that up because I didn't realize when I did it that you constantly in a dishcloth, it's not like doing in the round. In a dishcloth, you're flipping it over. So then the front becomes the back. And if you do a purl on top of a purl, it's the same as doing 2 knits together instead of doing knit purl. So I didn't rotate it. That was my mistake. So I'll try again on the next one, but this is the one I'll probably use. Now, bring out my yarn. I'll start a new one. Since we're all knitting, let's knit. All right. Sit over here this time because I got beverages on the other side. All right. So we're going to cast on 4. I didn't cast. I felt like I casted weird. Uh-oh, come on. Hold the yarn. Bears in your hands. I have to go buy more yarn. Time for a break? All right, man. Have a good break. Wait a minute, that's so screwy. Let me start this over. Why did that do what I thought it did? Oh, that's because I'm not leaving myself enough tail. That would make sense. Ad break. Usually my cue to stretch and hydrate, man. Oh, 24 seconds. What kind of yarn? It's 100% cotton. It's this stuff. I don't know. I don't know the name of it because I've had it forever. I don't have the slip. Ask me in a couple days. I'm gonna go buy another one of these, a different color. I can tell you exactly the company and stuff, but I can't tell you because I don't know off the top of my head. This is a ball that we've had around here for a few years, and I'm just finishing it up. But I want to buy a new one, and then I want to measure how many dishcloths I can make out of it to kind of calculate a cost. And that's the accountant in me, right? I always want to know the mathematics side of everything. So it's like, oh yeah, how much is this costing me? Because I run a craft cooperative in the summer, in a tourism information center, and at this museum, and we have a lot of craft vendors, and sometimes I feel like they overprice their stuff, and I keep trying to tell them, well, if you're going to use, say, Briggs and Little, which is an expensive yarn, you can't expect to charge the customer so much money when everybody else is using a standard yarn, So if you're selling something for $10 and everybody else is selling it for $7, you better think about it, because there's a market, right? You've got to be careful. But like this year too, like all the ladies, just because down the shore where it was a heavy tourism place, I I mean, people are buying socks at like $100 a pair. Oh, material, yeah, 100% cotton. Because then you wash it, right? Um, I can, and plus I can't stand polyester personally, but I did something weird. I made a mistake there, but that might fix itself. But yeah, just because like one place can sell something in a major city for high price doesn't mean if you're out in the middle of the boonies somewhere, you're going to do the same. And people don't understand that, right? I don't care if you import your yarn from whatever. You know, buy it, sell it, buy it on sale somewhere at the store. And that's what I do. I don't buy anything without a coupon. For you know, I get a 40% off coupon and go buy a nice big ball of yarn or something, right? That'll last me. Like I want to try crocheting because I'd like to make stuffies one day. You know, that'd be kind of cool, like stuffed animals. And you know, I want to try crocheting a dishcloth because I can learn my stitches that way. I was watching a couple of videos on it, and I was like, yeah, you know, that doesn't seem bad. Some people look at you like you're crazy, knitting or whatever. I'm like, come on. It's relaxing. It's fun. Keeps me calm. I'm not taking anger out on anybody. I'm just relaxed in my own headspace. Making things that I can give away for Christmas. And I'm only doing these at 39 across instead of traditional 44, just because I don't like 44 seems too big for me. And like most people, I can't figure out how to hold the yarn in my hand properly. I just do whatever's comfortable. All right. You gotta head to bed. That's always good. Sleep is good. I sleep a lot nowadays, so sleep is good. Oh man, I sleep way too much. It's life being a cancer patient. You sleep a lot. The chemo and the radiation wear you out. What I gotta do to make it. So I gotta do it. Ba-da-bum. Ba-ba-da-bum. sides. How we're doing. 11. That's not bad. Make a good time. Plus, I want to find some really nice bamboo or wood needles, man. Oh, crap. I dropped them all. I should call my mother and ask her to get me some. She's going to Japan, so maybe she can find some over there. I don't know if I added a row there. Yeah, I did. Casting on somewhere for I forget. Getting old. Getting stupid. One of the two, man. Come on, Giggy, get your head out. Oh, medication tired. I'm getting tired. I slept all day. Bana, bana, bana. I think my finger stuck. Problem is I got too many open beverages. All right, so now I got the yarn on the right side. It's supposed to be. When you get an itch. Man, I got heartburn bad today. Darn it. Wait a minute. If I drop the thread, it has to go through here, but That doesn't make any sense. You'd assume that this thread has to wrap somewhere. And there it is, it's brown. It's not pink. All right, fix my snafu. Dropping a stitch right at the beginning. Man, I gotta shave him, itchy. Ad start in 3 minutes. Oh no, I dropped the ball of yarn. Oh yeah, I dropped it good Ad break. Good Lord, that itches today. Ad break. Oh, let's check out the college scores while we're at it. Let's see who won what today. All right, let's check the college scores. Ole Miss is up on Wake Forest. Texas is up on UTSA. Utah's up on Utah State. Any big upsets yet today? Let's check the finals. Ooh, Alabama killed Wisconsin. Well, Notre Dame put on a show today after getting whooped last week. That's good for them. That's crazy. Check the weather really quick for the next few days. I hate this new weather app. I hate the way they do this, man. Oh, it's going to be warmer. That's never good. I hate this new weather app. Check hockey news. Anything new posted? No, still talking about the rookies. And we'll check football times for tomorrow. See if anybody I want to watch. Detroit, Tampa Bay be good. Oh, San Francisco, Minnesota, 2 o'clock. So either gonna be done streaming by 2 or starting streaming after that. All right, let's get back to this. We're doing pretty good. This one seems like the best tension so far to date. No, there's no tension there. Bum, 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 bum. That jazz kind of put me to sleep. Let's switch over to rock. Rock on. I push my fingers into my eyes. The only thing that slowly stops the ache. The pain goes on. Not gonna make it. Ultralight has rated you at the party of 14. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. How are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for the follow, Whiteout. Hello, hello. I am Giggy. I am a variety streamer currently knitting a dishcloth, which I taught myself how to do 3 weeks ago. It's kind of fun. It's my 6th one, actually. Normally I'm doing digital art or gaming. Welcome in, Alanis. Hello, Whiteout. Hello, Ultra. Ultralight. Ultralight. What were you guys up to today? What were you doing? What were you streaming? And I'm working my way to being able to make one of these. I'm gonna make a toque. That's my goal. I am gonna remake a toque. But I'll show you, like, oh, let me just set this down for a second so I don't lose it. But I did these 5 here. They turned out pretty good. I just finished tying them off today. They're not bad for first attempts. So I'm kind of proud. Some of them a little weird on shape, but you know, it's a tension issue. We'll learn as we go. Some of them turned out all right. Like my second one, for some reason, looks really good. And of course, my first one I did at 44, and I personally don't like the bigger cloth, so I shrunk everything down to 39 stitches across. So I'm kind of learning as I go, working on knit stitches and purls and trying to figure it all out, because this toque will have ribs in it, and then it's all knit and purl all the way up, but it's, you know, it's got ribbing, which I'm gonna have to figure out. Which of course is always fun. But yeah, so I'm enjoying it. It's good, it's relaxing, fun, and we're getting somewhere. And normally I do like paracord bracelets too, which I'm wearing. So I figured knitting could be next, and then, you know, I'll take my hand at crochet at one point. Say, okay, let's try that, because I love learning, and I love crafting, and I love doing things. This is one of those you can relax and have fun. Welcome in, Average. How are you? Yeah, well, thank you for all the positive words. I appreciate that. Thank you for the follows there, Whiteout Average and Alanis. I appreciate that. And we're going to figure it out. Yeah, like I'm getting good at the decreases and increasing, so that seems fine. And I can do these from memory. I don't need to look at pattern anymore, which is good. I can fix a mistake if I drop a stitch, which is good. So I'm getting there. And of course, it looks really funny too when you're sitting there taking your chemo treatments and everybody's looking at you like you're actually knitting something. And I'm like, yeah, you know, I got 3 hours sitting here in this chair. I'm going to knit a dishcloth. Some people are really surprised and some people are shocked, like, you must be crazy. And I'm like, well, I'm sitting here in this chair, so I must be crazy. Or blessed, one of the two. But I'm going to teach myself something new. Plus, it's relaxing. It's, for some reason, knitting is so relaxing. I love it. Oh. Yeah, I do too. I've got it in a bag, in a plastic bag right now, the ball. And I just take it with me in my backpack anywhere I go. You get a few minutes of waiting, and just whip it out and knit a few rows. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So knitting a sweater, man, that must be tough. You know, it was interesting because I was talking to a guy the other day who knitted a blanket for his bed. Except he used 44 skeins of sock weight yarn. It took him a year. It was over 5,200 yards of yarn, so 15,000 feet at sock weight. And I was like, that's insane. But he did it. I was like, more power to you. I don't know if I could do that. That to me would be crazy to try a project that'd take me a year. It's like a sweater too. I have to look at that. Think about that because I've seen some sweaters, some ladies knit, you know, that at the craft things, and it's like, oh my god, the amount of work to go in one of those. It's insane the amount of work that goes into a sweater. But if you can do it, do it. Yeah, I'm gonna graduate to toques and scarves. And then maybe a receiving blanket or something. Nothing really big. Yeah, 15,000 feet of yarn. That's half the distance to an airplane's flight height. I mean, that's insane how much yarn that is. For a standard bed, I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. Even if you were to quilt that, you know, that alone in fabric is enormous. So thinking that somebody did it in yarn, you know, even a queen size blanket is crazy. And sock weight yarn on top of that. But it's awesome. I mean, more power to them. That's won't see me trying that. Because I'd be afraid I'd make it for somebody or something. They wouldn't appreciate the amount of effort that went into it, you know? You know, you see it all the time with these young people, right? If I were to give something to my grandkids or my kids, you know, it's like, oh, that's getting destroyed. You know, no care, no love for it. You know, it's not like when my grandmother, she knitted me a stocking when I was a kid. I still have it, pristine. You know, love it, take care of it. You know, it only comes out at Christmas, but it's well taken care of. You know, and I've got a quilt she made. Just not the same love and care for things anymore. Thank you, Bunny ME, for the follow. Appreciate it. But 44 skeins of yarn. That's that's insane. I figure this toque on my head probably take 2 or 3, and then you figure, you know, times that, you know, how many times? 12 times, 13 times to get 44. I'm like, that's insane. Now the one on my head probably takes 2. They're pretty uninterested. Yeah, you know, that's the other thing too. I don't understand that, man. When you make something for somebody, it's like like toques and beanies, for example. You know, because at our shop, which is a craft cooperative, you know, people try to sell toques and beanies and mittens, and more people are concerned, you know, your kids are going to destroy and ruin them. They'd rather just go, even though your toque and beanie is only like $10, they'd rather go to like Walmart and buy 10 of them for $5 and not care, you know. And it's like, well, but somebody took the time to make that. It's cute. You should, you know, enjoy it. Like this was one my wife made me before she passed, and you know, I baby this sucker like crazy, man. You know, I love it. She made another one that I have that I haven't even worn, you know, and I won't until one wears out. But it's like, you know, every year she was making me a new toque or scarf, and you know, you love that stuff. But times are changing. Yeah, I got to pick the colors, and I was more of a, you know, especially when you're working as an accountant or tech or a computer guy or whatever, you know, you wanna have a neutral, kind of a neutral base that goes with everything. Even though the next one I want to make, I want to add orange to it so I can see it when I'm taking my walks. You know, I kind of want a bright color in one, just have a sporty. She made me one that was lime green and purple too, which is more for when I'm out taking a walk in the snow or something. You can see it, right? You have to be able to see sometimes. Depends on the use, I guess. I guess I'm very picky on my usage. But this one I wear anywhere. I can wear it with any scarf. I can wear it with, you know, any jacket, any dress, or wherever we went somewhere. I love it. It's just creams, a little bit of gray, a little bit of brown, strip of black. A very, very neutral, manly colors, I guess, is the term. She was always very good with color choices. And she was also a painter, so her color wheel was like flawless. Me, on the other hand, I just pick colors that look like they go good together, and half the time I get told, nope, those don't go together. I'm like, they look like they do. But I am getting better at picking colors after years of practice. Now, I watch people make socks, and socks look like that's the thing that would intimidate me. I don't think I could do socks and heels and whatever. Oh, you can see. Yeah, exactly. You can pick out any colors and do whatever. If you want a little pop of color in it, put a pop of color in it. You know? Of course, then too, a traditional like cream or white colored sweater that you get for winter, you know, 100% wool. I mean, those are just gorgeous, right? I mean, it's more about the stitch pattern than it is about the color. And those are just classics, right? I mean, I have one hanging in my closet here. It's just stitch work is phenomenal. And you're grateful and thankful, you know, and that's what it used to be, right? When you were, you know, like I can remember my mother, she crochets. I've probably got more doilies and tablecloths and table coverings, you know, that she's done that are phenomenal, you know. Nowadays people don't care, you know. So if I put them on a table, I put a nice sheet of plastic over it so I don't ruin it. But yeah. Yeah, I'll get there. I'll get better as we go. the tension's definitely getting better. That's one thing, and that's what I kind of want to do. I kind of want to do 10 dishcloths to make sure that I can do it. And then I want to turn around and say, okay, let's lay out this toque, start your 144 stitches around, and let's figure this out. Even if I have to go and count this one because I'm going to use this one as a template. And I'm going to go, and I'm going to try to get the same colors, except I'm going to change the striping, I think, to I kind of want to either do like a blue and yellow stripe on cream, or I want to do like an orange and black stripe. That way I have something different in it. But I need to find some stitch markers, make sure I have enough, and figure it out. Watched a couple videos, and it's interesting how they decrease in size, and you know that's a math calculation for me, but I'll have to figure it out when we get there. Heartburn bad today, and that ginger ale's messing me up. Yeah, if you gotta take care of yourself, go right ahead, man. You're streaming a long day. Have a good night, and thank you again for the raid. I really appreciate that. Thank you for popping in. Have a good night, and good luck with that sweater, and I'll have to come check it out. And good night, man. Thank you, thank you. Maybe I'll learn a few tricks. Gotta hold yarn better. Have a good night. Have a good night. $17 more to go. Yeah, that's pretty good. How long did that take me? About an hour? That's pretty good. Not bad. In fact, I didn't leave myself a lot of tail over here, though. That's not good. Should have doubled that. Wasn't very good at all, actually. Not leaving tail. Anybody play any good video games lately? I'm watching the guy do Dave the Diver, man. That looks really fun. I may have to pick that up now that it's on sale. Got a very Frank Sinatra feel. Dun, 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 dun. I hate when I drop it. Try that again. Ba-na-ba-na. Itch. Ad starting in 1 minute. I do a paracord bracelet too. All right, we'll break real quick for the ads. Oh, I gotta calculate my food intake today. Let's see here. So that smoothie was like 940 calories, which is insane. I should make another one. They'll give me 1,800 plus my. What did I have? I didn't have much lunch. I did have this Schweppes. Ginger ale's got like 80 calories. had jasmine rice. I had about a cup. That's not bad. Then I had wonton soup. I had about 2 cups. And then I had pot stickers. Pot sticker. Two of those, 4 of those, it's 280. So that puts me at 167 calories short of what I need for today. Oh no, it puts me short of 2,000. I need 2,300, so I can make any smoothie tonight. So I can have my ice cream smoothie with fruit, ice cream, milk, and get my calorie limit. But I'm way over on sugar, so my diabetes numbers are terrible today. But my protein's probably okay. 70, and I'll add another 30. Yeah, so I'll make my goal. I gotta have 1 smoothie tonight. All right, still in the ad break for 16 seconds. We'll wait. Oh, that's hilarious. My niece is Spanish. And she's turning 3. And if you speak Spanish to her, she gets angry. She only wants to speak English. Oh, that's funny. Kids are so cute when they're little. And then they ask you for a car, and that changes everything when kids ask you for a car. It's like, man, you should get a job when you're 12. Don't ask me for the car. Because that means you're going to do bad things in the car. And I'm responsible for that. Like, not going to happen. Not going to happen. But everybody's still doing all right. We're knitting away here on this dishcloth, getting further along. Man, and I was holding thread or yarn really well there too. I felt bad because I let go. So my dinner smoothie can be anything. Now the problem with my dinner smoothie is the coldness of it. Because if I put ice cream in it, it's too cold. I have to wear winter gloves to make this thing. Because one of the side effects of chemotherapy is electrical pain when you cut something cold. And it happened today really bad. Like I was in the grocery store trying to, shop. Thank God my roommate was able to grab things out of the freezer because I couldn't touch it. So I'll have to make this smoothie. I'll have to keep warm water with me. I'll have to try to drink it and warm it up as it goes. Maybe I'll do blueberries, which are high in antioxidants. Oh no, wait a minute. Maybe I'll do 4 berries. No, hold on. Let me calculate this because I need at least 300 calories. Let me just put it in my app here. Oh, I doubled my sugar. I'm gonna eat sugar-free ice cream tonight. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in a sugar coma. I'll add 2 tablespoons of honey, vanilla protein powder, lactose-free milk. Now the ice cream I want is sugar-free, so I want the sugar-free vanilla. And then I need to add ice cream, milk, protein powder, fruit, honey. I forgot the fruit. Now blueberry or strawberry. Blueberries 360 calories, strawberries. Oh, I could put avocado oil into those are straight calories. Blueberries are 30 calories, so let's go blueberries, lighter on the calories because I'm going to add avocado oil. So that'll put me at a total calorie of 2,700. Yeah, that's what we're doing. Way over on everything for diabetes. That's not going to go good. But it's all I can do because I got to get the calories in. I got to get weight up. And I'm just going to pee it all out anyway. My name is Mud. So all the other people who popped in here, anybody else knit or anything, or do any other crafts? Sometimes jazz is just too slow to put you to sleep. Awesome, man. Oh, we're 7 away from 300 followers. That's awesome too. Listening to some DMCA free music from Streamlabs Music. Nope, sorry. I didn't realize how far forward I'm sitting. Sitting here, my hands are so far forward on my table. I'm like, oh, comfortable. Oh, no, wait a minute. I could add fruit juice. I don't need to add milk. Hold on. That way it's not so cold. Hold on. I can do cranberry juice. I'll take that milk out of there. I'll do juice. What was I thinking? I don't want milk. Maybe I should purl the last half of this after all the decreases. Oh, there's a big tension issue there.
She's an hourglass figure in the eye of the beholder. She attracts and then traps, and you can never trust her.
There.
Their eyes of beholder. So many
And that was a ton of slack. I don't know why.
everybody knows how balance is best.
20, 26, 13 more rows. It's looking pretty good. 13 more rows. We're looking good. Then we'll start decreasing. All right, let me see. What was I checking here? Glasses are pretty dirty. I'm like, I can't see. Check the baseball scores. Cleveland's killing Tampa Bay. Baltimore's up. Cincinnati's up. Dodgers are losing. Milwaukee's up on Arizona. Wow, it's going to be an upset night for most teams. The Giants can pull one off. I'd be happy. Yes, I would. Padres have been kicking their butt. Yeah, we're going to put blueberry juice. Gotta make sure I grab my winter gloves so I can make this thing. It's hilarious. And we're gonna let this thing sit for a while so it warms up. Let's cut the milk out of that and see what happens. Here, if I get rid of the milk and add blueberry juice, what's the measurement going to be? Oh, that drops the calories huge. Drops 300 calories off. Only 2,500. All right. So we're gonna make here for 4 minutes. Actually, I'm gonna go make it now, while you guys are gonna have an ad break in 4 minutes. So by the time I get back, it'll take me about 7 minutes. Yeah, by the time I get back, the ad break should be over. And then we'll get back to this dishcloth. All right, we'll be right back. All right. Welcome back. So everybody's back. I'm back. Ad break's over. Got my smoothie ready. Just letting it warm up a little bit. So we're going to need a couple rows before we drink it. I went with blueberry juice, sugar-free ice cream, protein powder, honey, and avocado oil. Well, let's continue where we left off, and we'll get going here. Thank you for those who stuck around. Oh, got a knot in my hair. And we'll continue on with the knitting. Well, you know what? I think I put the wrong category. I'm not entertainment. Should be on how-to. I guess it's entertainment. It could be entertainment tonight. All right, let's get to the smoothie. What's up, bot? Just in time for my freezing pain. How you doing, man? Love that march. Dun, dun, dun. Wakes you up, too. No, it's, yeah. It's a side effect. cold things like this smoothie cause electrical pain. Your body can't distinguish cold from pain. So I'm trying to stay warm because I'm drinking something cold. And the toque I had on, I just had it on because we were talking about toques. But so I'm wearing a glove to not touch the cold. And I'm going slow as this thing's like shutting my throat down because it's painful. But they want me to get this in, so they want me to get my calories up. And it's hard to get calories up when you have to drink liquid. It's need warm water. But you gotta do what you gotta do. It's gonna be a slow day with this sucker. I don't know what it would be like to put this in the microwave. And if I can warm it up in my mouth before it goes down my throat, a little less painful in the throat. So how was your day, man? What were you up to? What are you designing or crafting over there in the world of built over bots? Working on my fusion skills, trying to design a lathe that will work and need to be better at measuring things like belts. You're not good at measuring belts or something? Nobody I watch is online. Okay. Let's go over here to. Wait a minute, I'm part of a stream team now. Let's see. Maybe the logos are on. I know those. You're trying to make software measure belts better? Is that what you're trying to do? Or are you trying to get better measurements so you can put in the right measurements? Ah. Oh, the belt for the lathe. For some reason, I'm thinking the belt you wear. And I was like, wait a minute. Why would you? Okay. No, that makes sense. So you're trying to figure out what the grid is scale wise. That's all you got to do is figure out what scale you're in, and then you can measure anything based on the grid. Yeah, you basically just need to know how big this grid is. And then you get your measurements. What the scale of that grid is, and then you can get your measurements. Mine are all in inches, in half inches. Yeah, but you can still do that with knowing the distances between pulleys. If you know the distance between the outer rims of the pulleys, then you can add it all together. Like I said, know the distance of the grid between points, right? Point A to B. And you have to do point A to B 3 times, do it 3 times. Ugh. Doesn't the software do the work already though? Because doesn't it scale it to the object? Yeah, that's the tricky part about software. You know, that's one thing I hate about software, actually. Because I always hate when I learn software and then they go add a bunch of useless crap into it. It screws it all up and I got to figure out the new useless crap. They do that crap all the time and it pisses me off. And then I'll go back and say, man, you could have coded that simpler. There was just some idiot who learned a fancy trick. And coders love doing that when they learn a trick. Oh, I was like, oh, I could do this fancy thing. And it's screwed up. It's like, no, make it easier, not harder. Stop trying to work yourself into a job. Okay, I can do this. This is getting better. I'm getting used to the pain now. Hopefully I put on a few pounds. Instead of up all night pissing it out. Where's my Twitch page? But yeah, so that's the weirdest side effect. Like I went to the grocery store today. Man, thank God my roommate with me because I couldn't touch things in the freezer. I would touch the freezer, like grab something out of the freezer, and my arm would go numb, like electrical pain shooting through my hands. Same with like the milk and eggs and whatever. Anything in the cold coolers screwed me up. Like I forgot my winter gloves, and even these gloves are getting cold. Now, when you do the belts, though, you're not printing the belts, right? you're just measuring them. And then you got to buy a rubber belt or something. Really? Can you get it flexible enough to actually spin on an object and durable enough, not break? Because it's a plastic, right? Well, I guess you could. That would be crazy. That would be crazy because I think that thing would have to be thicker than you think. Especially at the speed it's going to spin, it'll heat up really fast. It'll be like watching shenanigans fire a rocket off. Which we haven't had a rocket launch in a while either. Wonder if he's screwing me on wanting to watch fire. Oh, there it was. Oh. Yeah, I can't picture a plastic belt running around a plastic wheel at an accelerated speed without some kind of lubrication. That's just going to be heating up like crazy. TPU's a rubber. Okay. Here goes my throat closing. Try that again. Yeah, we're working on a dishcloth, but right now I'm working on it. Yeah. I'm working on getting a smoothie down without freezing my throat. Hi, Grace. How are you? Oh. Yeah, I don't know how people do it. Thank God it's not middle of winter. Of course, my bucket's in the other room. Oh, yeah, it's been a while. I haven't played Doors in months. God, I haven't played Roblox in months. Been a little busy with life. No, don't worry, Bob. Life's life, man. You gotta go. You gotta go. I just appreciate you popped in and said hello. It was more than 5 months ago. It was last year. I haven't played Roblox this year. Like I would have played back in November. I think it was the last time I played Roblox. I could probably look through videos. Oh, it's probably, yeah. It's almost been a year. I haven't played Roblox in forever. Because I don't even know if it's on my new computer. I just got a new computer back in December. And I didn't transfer everything over, so it may not be it may not even be on my PC. Oh my, I'm doing good. I haven't played Subnautica in a few months either. I picked up Star Wars Outlaws. I've been doing that. Picked up Fields of Mysteria. And I'm thinking of picking up Dave the Diver because Dave the Diver looks really fun. I'm watching people play that. It looks really cool. And I'm waiting on Subnautica 3, so it's kind of like I don't want to go back. I want to wait closer till it comes and I'll go back and beat the other two again just to make sure I get the story down and get ready for a third one because they announced they were working on it. So I was like, perfect. We need to buy Jerry's. What is Jerry's? Oh, Gary's mod. Do I have Gary's mod? I don't remember if I have Gary's mod. Let me look that up on Steam really quick. Why do I feel like I know that game? What is it though? Oh, it's a physics sandbox. That's cool. Neat. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Oh, ad break. glove off. Warm up my hand. Warm water. I gotta put XCOM on my list too. I just watched somebody play that today too. That was really good. Like, oh, I like that. Oh, there's multiple ones. Now I gotta look at the order they came out in. Mm-hmm. All right, get my hands warm. I'm gonna mess over here. All right. All right. Welcome back from the ad break, folks. Let's get back to this. We're still knitting this dishcloth. We're getting we're getting about 12 more rows and we gotta decrease, but we're doing all right. Oh man, I need this blanket. Hold on, I am now cold. Called heating bad time in a blanket. So I'm gonna put my Star Wars blanket on because I'm freezing, and I'm gonna put this heating pad in my lap, warm up my legs. Actually, I should just cover my legs. The blanket. Yeah, let's do that. Let's warm the legs. Without overheating my stuff. I should warm up the rest of my body. And we're back to knitting. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, I only taught myself to knit 3 weeks ago. Some coincide with my cancer treatments. But I can answer a little bit because I've learned a few things. I'm getting better at it. It means you can too. If you just want to sit and knit with me and talk, sit and knit and talk. If you have a Discord, we can always put on a headset and just yak. And don't bite, so you can talk if you want. Good Lord. $30. 9 more rows and we decrease. Oh yeah, it's warming my voice. Well, my legs are definitely warm. Also warm up my belly. Man, it totally changes everything when teams lose when they're not supposed to. Georgia and Kentucky underway. Ooh, San Diego State of California would be a good game to watch. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Now that we're getting warm, continue on. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Heating pads are wonderful things. Probably saying, hey, don't forget your Spanish class today. I think I did, but I gotta do my nighttime one. Was I eating ice cream again? Yeah, I had to have my smoothie. Well, I would get, oh no, I was wearing a toque because that's where I'm working my way up to. Somebody had asked me a question, what was a toque? And I was like, well, here, this is what it looks like. And they're like, oh, a beanie. I'm like, oh yeah, I forget you guys in the States call them beanies. Yeah. But I did find my darning needle and I got to finish these off. So here they are. I've got 5 completed. I'm working on the 6th one. How are you doing? Oh, we got a thread hanging there. Did not cut that? I'm afraid to cut that. Maybe it pulled out when I was tugging it. How's the knitting group going? I thought you were more saying because I got a heating pad in my lap and my blanket. Because I am a little cold. And exhausted. Like I went to the grocery store today, 45 minutes in the grocery store, and I slept for like 4 hours. I was so... I can't believe how I don't have any energy. Like I'm sitting here in this chair struggling just to do this. And I don't get it, man. I'm like, I don't know how people get through it. It's like, it's tiring. It is, I'm tired. Carrie has some for you. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go through my emails tomorrow. I gotta work tomorrow. Tomorrow's gonna be a work day. Oh, nice. Yeah, I thought about popping in, but then again, I said like, I was like, no, I don't want to be around people with the plague, right? Aren't they called or upholstery needles? Whatever the last needle you use. I thought it was called a darning needle. This big old thing. You know, to put the last bit. I thought they were called darning needles, but or that's what somebody said on the stream, and I thought it was, but could be I could be wrong. Of course, I'm not an expert at this crap. I'm just a guy doing it. Yeah, I got a big eye to the grocery. Yeah, so I forgot my gloves when I went to the grocery store. Thank God I took Alex with me because I couldn't grab things out of the freezer. Man, the pain was just... it shoots through your fingers. It's just horrible. But it's crazy. How was your day? Oh, I gotta do a schedule too. Yeah, tomorrow's a work day. And like I'd show up at the group, but I'm afraid somebody'd have the plague and I'd be screwed. and visit to the shop. It wasn't your day at the shop? Yeah, when I'm better. God, you know what I'm thinking about? All the food I'm going to eat when I'm better. That's about the only thing going through my head, man. It's like I want to be able to bite into a burger. I want to be able to eat a pizza. I want to be able to eat things that I can't eat. Oh, you're there tomorrow. Why did I think you were there today? For some reason I thought you were today and Elle was tomorrow. Five Guys, but yeah. Oh yeah, that's I'm getting a double with cheese, mayo, mustard, lettuce, mushrooms, tomatoes. That's it. Large fry and a strawberry milkshake. And then I'm going to food coma. Or diabetic coma or whatever you call it. That's what I'll order. Pizza could go Canadian or pepperoni sausage, something like that with mushrooms. Nice crust. And I could even go pizza Domino's for all I care. I mean, I just need a pizza. But then Taco Bell. Oh man, I'm gonna go broke in Taco Bell. All right, let's transition this to the back. Get my warm blanket. Around the back. Taco Bell, I could do all kinds of things. They got new menu items too, which looks so good. Commercials are killing me. And then what's the other one? And then I'm gonna order a steak from the keg or something. Get me a nice big steak. Seven more to go. That'll be a whole week of food and then a whole weekend of sleep. But then I was looking at some recipes yesterday. It's kind of funny because going through this, I'm looking at things that I can try to make. So I was looking at, I saw a recipe using a Campbell's cream of mushroom soup. No, I haven't done my hair yet. Where you take cream of mushroom soup, 2 cups of chicken broth, a cup and a half of rice, and you cook it down and it makes like a risotto, like a mushroom risotto. But I'm going to add a half cup of ricotta cheese in it to give it the cheesiness because I can't use Parmesan. And I'm going to boil it all and see if I can make a nice creamy risotto, which I can eat because it's all creamy. Things like that. Like I'm looking up recipes like, oh, maybe I'll try something different. You know, I've never done it and figure why not? I can try cooking. You know, I got all the time in the world as long as I'm awake. But yeah, and then I was looking at another one, like these simple one pot, like carbonaras or pasta dishes. It's like, oh, I can do that. Just, you know, I'll just get rid of all the things I can't eat, add things that I can. You know, I might need to buy a new crock pot, but You know, stuff like that, right? Like I want to try different things because I know if I know if I wasn't alone, I'd be well taken care of. I wouldn't have to worry about the food. And the hardest thing to do is worry about the food because you got to get up, you got to make time, you got to do all that stuff, and you don't feel good, and you still have to do it because you have to do it. And that part sucks. Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. I'm about to break down. Oh, don't cry. Talking about food. Oh. But I know she'd been proud with these dishcloths. And then when I pull off this toque, that'd be good too. All right, 7 more rows before we decrease. Here we go, folks. This is the part I don't get. I do not know how to hold yarn in this hand. No matter what I do, I can't seem to find a comfortable position where I can pull this stuff. And everything I've looked at, everybody holds it differently, and I can't find one that I like. And it was funny too, like I was talking to the nurse on Friday because I had to stay to get an IV. I had a stent issue or something. I thought I had something stuck, so they gave me an IV and tried me to clear it without having to go to surgery again, which seems like it's working. So they gave me a full liter of fluids and steroids and all that crap. Because one of the side effects is like you start slowing down your eating. Your esophagus starts slowing down, so it gets harder to eat food. Yeah, it was kind of funny now that you mentioned that because I was talking to the nutritionist. She sends me a thing, high calorie, high protein shake, right? And I'm like, yeah. And she says, yeah, and we're making shakes, and you'll get about 500 calories. I said, no, lady, I'm making shakes. I'm getting 1,000 calories, and I'm doubling that protein. I'm getting twice as much as that's in that one you sent me, and I only have to drink 2 of them a day. I don't have to drink. It's like, no, there's better methods. And I listed all the ingredients, and she was like, oh my God, that's got so much healthy stuff and good fats and all this blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, no. Whoever did your stuff did it simple, and like, no, there are other methods you can go to make a really healthy smoothie. And I was tempted. I was seriously tempted to think about it. I'm like, I'm going to send them a recipe. Say, no, use this. This is awesome. And this is healthy and it give you everything you need. Low on the carbs, low on the sugars. Because I'm looking at it from a diabetic perspective too. But I have to figure out how to crochet this bag that they're using for bottles because I want to make a ton of those and give back next year if I do well. I'll bring it in one day. All right. You give me the instructions. And you just type them out and then I'll do it. At one point, I had 5 strands around one finger, cutting off the circulation. Pretty bad. You can call me Giggy. I have to spell it all out. Or James. My name is James. All right, put your arm between index and middle. Like so. Oh, wait, index and middle is this one. No, wait. Ring, middle, pointer. So this one. Type faster. 10-second delay. Chime in, people. Tell me how to hold yarn. Come on. I'm good. Got all day. Well, got another half an hour. I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. Another 20 minutes, maybe. $20, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33. All right. Hold over. Hold hand is you're going to knit yarn over index. Hold hand. So this way. Under second and third over pinky. Under second and third over pinky. So like that. I'm not passing this test, am I? Oh boy. I'm about to get a phone call saying, you suck. I did. Yeah. Put yarn between index and middle. Hold hand as if to knit over yarn over. So knit over yarn over. Under the second, which is my ring finger, and then over the pinky. Correct? Oh, wait, did you send me a text? And you're better off just calling me and just saying, hey, do this, stupid. Did you text me? No. See, but that seems weird to me because then when you turn your hand... Oh, you did text me. All right, now I got to look at this. Okay, so you did over the finger, under between the two, this direction. Let's see. And I was thinking under mean the back side. But still, I feel like at some point you have to close your hand. Because I'm not taking my full hand over the needle, right? So you want to hold the thread up here somewhere. Right? So you close your hand and then take that part over the needle. Like I feel like, to me, all of that feels backwards. So I'll try it really quick. But see, then here again, now the yarn moves down in my hand. And there's no tension. I don't have any tension on this yarn. So I feel like it's not tight enough in my hand. Like I need it to be tight so I can pull this. See, there's no way to pull it tight. Because I want to keep it, so I kind of wrap it and I do this. So when I pull it tight, I have a way of kind of tugging it. But it keeps kind of a tension on my finger where I don't lose it, right? So then I use this as a guide. So then when I'm doing this, I can just take finger over, pull it back, and I maintain the tightness there, right? Until I slide it down to the right tension level. And then over. See, that feels more comfortable for me because then it's just a quick around my big finger or my pointer, right? Like I feel like if I pull from the bottom, there's no way for me to keep the tension because this is loose. This whole thing is loose, right? So then it just becomes, I've got to hold that cord somehow. Does that make sense? So for me, I'm using it as a tension. Oh, see, yeah, you're a flicker. Okay. See, for me, I like wrapping around this finger because I can kind of use my other fingers to pull it, keep it tight. And then it's basically two fingers and I can keep my tension. Or just use the one finger to keep the tension, but then see I can keep the same amount of tension because I can pull it. If it's down here, I can't pull it. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Like when I watch different videos, everybody holds it differently. So there's like no right way to do it. You just got to find what's comfortable to you. But at the same time, I run into the problem the way I normally hold it is I end up wrapping it around my hand. And I keep wrapping and then I got to loosen it up so I can't go to really fast pace because I haven't found the perfect, wrap yet. Send me a video. Yeah. Of course, my other half is fast at knitting. I should have paid better attention back then. Ring and pinky. Yeah, see, but I use the two main fingers for my tension. Like I'd rather have it at the top. I can't do it from the bottom. It seems so weird to me. And it feels unnatural. It feels uncomfortable to me to have everything down here and take my whole hand around. Or if I do it at the top, I just have to move my finger over and it's just a quick loop. That's gonna be all night heartburn. So that's coming. No, it's not that you knit weird. Everybody's different. Everybody's got a different hand grip. And even the way holding needles, people are completely different. Like I'm using my whole entire hand to hold the needle, and I'm holding all the threads and using my thumb to move this piece back and forth so I can keep kind of straight line. And then I'm using, you know, thumbs base. It's basically thumbs moving material. And pointer and middle finger doing all the work on the other hand. And it kind of doesn't tire me out because it's all up here, right? It's all at the top. And then all I have to do is loosen up and let some slack in. And if I've got too much slack, I can just add a loop and tighten it all back up until I need to let it go. Oh, I know you've been knitting longer than me. You know, it's just, I'm just trying to find something that's comfortable for me. And that's the hard part. Is when I get ready to start doing longer projects. Oh, I got to tell you a story too. There was this guy, and it's his YouTube channel, I think, is called It's Raining Yarn. And he was talking to me the other day. He knit a full-size blanket for his bed. Took him a year with 44 skeins of sock yarn. It was over 5,280 yards or 15,000 feet of yarn. Of using sock yarn. And I was like, that's insane to think about somebody knitting a blanket with 44 skeins of sock yarn. I think he said 44. For some reason I'm starting to think it's 54, but I was like, I wouldn't even picture using a sock yarn to make a blanket. But 15,000 feet of yarn. That's half the distance that airplanes fly normally. So, I mean, you're looking at, you know, that's 2 of those blankets touch an airplane in the sky. It's crazy to think about. $15,000 feet of yarn. Man, 44 skeins. It'd be like nuts. No, he actually, you know, it was a project he wanted to do and he was happy he did it. He was really proud of it. You know, but of course he'd have to sell it for like $700, but I guess he buys yarn in bulk, so he gets a lot of good discounts and stuff. But it's like, Jesus, man, I can't picture making that for somebody, giving it away or something, and then turn around and, you know, they dishonor it, right? Like, don't take care of it kind of thing. That would drive me nuts. But it's crazy to think about. Now, what would happen if I turn around and I purl this entire backside when I decrease? All it's going to do is change the direction of the knobs, the rows. I guess they're going to be the same. I guess it won't matter anyway. Because it won't smooth the thing out. Oh, I got a tension issue there. I thought about just purling the last half of this, but we shall see. Jesus, I'm getting tired. All of a sudden, I just, oh. Good Lord. So random too. The tiredness just hits you like a truck. And the nurse is telling me I got to try taking like 10-minute walks every so often during the day to try to keep my, whatever up. And I'm like, man, lady, I take a 10-minute walk, I'm going to be sleeping for an hour. One side W. Oh, crap. Here it comes. That's the end of my day. I'm going to get up. I'm going to walk over there to the bed, lay down, and I'm out. It's just so random. One side will be smooth. Yeah, see, that's what I don't want to do. Oh. But no, I haven't dyed my hair yet because I have to find a purple dye that's good on dark hair. Everything at the grocery store is purple dye on blonde hair or light colored hair. So I've got to go down to like Sally or something or order it because I need it to be a bright purple on a dark hair. I'm not bleaching my hair. I'm just gonna grab the top of this, pull it forward, dye it all, and then just let it go, and I'm gonna leave the back black, and call it a day. Grab a razor and shave the side of my head. Because like I'm afraid to make an appointment to actually get it done, and then be like, oh crap, I caught COVID or something. That's the hardest part about this whole thing is trying not to get sick from people who are sick. And then you watch people come into the center and they're coughing, they've got a cold or something. They were taking their partner to the thing, and I'm sitting there thinking, you're sick. They're getting radiation. You shouldn't be there. I don't care. That's stupid. You should not be there. And I know you're their support network or whatever, but you figure something else out. Because you're risking everybody else getting sick because you're trying to do what you think is right, which is wrong. That's why I have a support person. For just that case. But yeah, some people just don't get it, man. My hair's a mess. But yeah, I could dye just the top purple. Shave the side out a little bit more. Leave the black back. Or leave the back black. And it'll hang over. Because I really love Diane's hair. Like when my hair turns bone white, I am totally putting purple strips through it. And rocking them the rest of my life. Normally I comb my hair the other way, don't I? So maybe it's this way. This side I feel like they didn't cut high enough. So I better go with this. I better go this way. Now I can do whatever because I don't care anymore. Ad break for you guys on Twitch. Anybody come in to check on me? I should probably call Sally. What time is church over tomorrow? I'll call her in the afternoon. Let me count my rows really quick too while you think about that. 10, 12, 20, 4, 6, 8, 34. So 5 more. Let's try this. 2 reps. Oh, crap. IA. What is that? What is IA? Okay. She's Baptist, so it'll be 11:30. Okay, so I'll call her at like 1 o'clock after lunch. Of course, I gotta remember if I saved your number in my phone or I gotta go track it down. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for popping in. You have a good night. We'll talk again soon. You'll probably get up before me. Oh, man. But we'll see. And thank you for checking on me. Appreciate that. Means a lot. Yeah, as soon as I finish this row, I'm done. All right. Well, we finished our row 36, I think. So I got 3 more to do tomorrow. And then we'll start decreasing. I'm not playing a game, and I still got to work on that bracelet for what's her name? For commission. All right. So there we are. It's looking good. Got to run some credits here, and then we're going to call it a night. Thank everybody for watching. Fire these babies up. We got a lot of people to thank for all the followers, new followers today. So I'd like to thank personally everybody who's came in and hung out and chatted, but especially I got to give thanks for those new followers that support the stream. Bunny ME, Altier Light, Atlantis 1210. Average Heath A user Pebble. Whiteout is fun. Elliot Squirrel. Moderators, of course, Frosty and Siribot. Raids Old Tier Light. So thank you again for everybody who popped in. I appreciate it. Yeah, it means a lot. It means the world. Especially when you follow, man. That's awesome. Like, maybe I'll get to my goal. Yeah. So thank you, everybody. You have a good night. We'll see everybody again tomorrow. Okay, I don't know where the button is. Oh, there it is. Everybody have a good night, peace. We'll see you tomorrow.